Hey guys, Attorney Tim Anderson. Today is February 20th, 2020. So today in the Senate, the big business is going to be House Bill 395. That is the minimum wage bill. The House bill is going to move it from $10 up $1 per hour each year to 2027. The Senate already passed a similar bill. It's pretty close. It moves it up like $1.25, and then it kind of changes and everything. But what they both agree on is that by 2027, the minimum wage will be $15 in Virginia. So that the Senate convenes today at 12 o'clock. I really don't think that there's going to be any chance that House Bill 395 is not going to pass. Probably what they're going to do is tinker with it. And maybe that's going to require that to go to a committee between the House and the Senate. So one of two things will happen. Either House Bill 395 will completely pass, and that will become the law, or House Bill 395 will get tinkered with, and then they will somehow try to reconcile that with the slight deviation that the Senate passed earlier this month. So please understand, minimum wage is, with as much reasonable expectation, going to go up, starting to $10 an hour next year, and then moving up $1 every year thereafter. So when you are expecting the impacts, the economic impacts, while the up pressure of more wages will certainly benefit those minimum wage earners, what will happen is that the employers will have to pay their employees more money. And if they have to pay more money, they're going to have to charge more money for their goods and services. There's no reasonable, no rational argument that can ever be made on the left side of the equation that by increasing costs to companies will somehow drive down prices. Okay, so that does not exist in economics. Paying more for labor is going to cause expenses to increase to the companies, and they will increase their prices. That is a fact. That is called inflation. So we will look at inflation in the Commonwealth. There's no argument that can be made otherwise. The second thing that you're going to find is that as costs go up, the lower end jobs are going to be phased out. So we've already seen that. Go into a McDonald's, you're going to see the screens. You're going to be ordering on screens. Going to Wawa, same thing. We can't phase out every job, but we can certainly phase out a lot of them, and they're going to do that. Just kind of keep in mind this also, a paramedic may make $15 an hour right now. And so if in 5 years from now, a McDonald's worker is making $15 an hour, the paramedic is going to have to be paid more than that. And so that's kind of like a trickle up economic principle that these premium wages will have to increase. So now the paramedic's going to make $20 or $25 an hour. Well, what is that? How does the city and counties afford that? They're going to have to raise our taxes. So bottom line, this is going to be an impact that everyone is going to feel, whether it is in your taxes, whether it is in what you pay for goods and services. It's going to affect the downward workers who are going to, many of them get phased out. But who it's going to affect the most are the fixed income individuals. So somebody who is on Social Security and that is their only income, that's all the income they get. Now their milk is going to cost more. Now their bread is going to cost more. And the government's not going to subsidize that inflation amount to them. So they're going to be the most impacted are the fixed income or fixed income earners, like on Social Security or Medicaid and things like that. So nobody should be cheering for this. It's terrible. It's going to be a dramatic negative impact to all of us in the Commonwealth. And keep this in mind that currently, right now, the minimum wage may be $7.65 an hour, whatever it is. There's many companies that start off higher than that. So it's not as if companies aren't paying more than the minimum wage. They're paying what's called equilibrium, which is how much do I have to pay on the market, and people are making that. There's a grocery store right by my house. The starting wage is $11 an hour. That's because that's equilibrium. But artificially inflating equilibrium to where a high school student working at Sonic now is going to get paid $15 an hour, that's insanity. So that's happening. Be watching for it. HB 395 today. All right, guys.